Kelsey, you are an intuitive healer and spiritual light coach, and these days the term emotional intelligence is used often and has become very popular. Could you explain to us what exactly is emotional intelligence and how do you develop it?
This is a great question because I believe that understanding and having emotional intelligence is the foundation for being able to live a very happy and joyful life. Emotional intelligence is pretty much, as you can hear the words, it's being conscious of your emotions, understanding your emotions, being aware of your emotions. And it's not just understanding and being aware of them, but there's also like an intuition when it comes to emotions. You can also see emotions in other people, right? There's certain body languages. Like if you think about someone who's depressed, they're most likely like this. And so if you understand what emotional intelligence is, you're going to say, oh, okay, that is someone that is depressed, but someone that's open like this and they have joy, right? You have a different understanding of what they are emotionally. But to be emotionally intelligent is to be aware, and not just aware, but also conscious of your own emotions. Now, what I mean by that, if you see someone that constantly projects, yells, and blames, I would say that that person is not very emotionally intelligent, just because they don't know any better. Our society has not been properly taught on how to deal with our emotions or how to even recognize emotions. And the best thing is that our emotions with other people, none of it is personal because it is our own emotions. And someone who is emotionally intelligent takes responsibility for their emotions. So, say if I'm talking with my mom, for example, I am getting heated, I will say, I need to take a moment to pause because I'm reaching a level of emotion that I'm starting to realize that I'm not trying to take it out on you. This is not yours. I have to go take care of this. So if you give me a moment, I'd like to go take care of myself. There's something going on. It's not you, it's me. I'll be right back. Give me a couple minutes. Let me see if I can work through this. That would be a very emotionally intelligent conversation because you're taking responsibility and not, vomiting this energy all over the place. But that takes practice. And so the way that we practice that is when you get triggered, you have tools in place. Right. And not everybody's going to be perfect. I know I am not perfect when I'm triggered. But the best thing that I do is I do my own healing work. So I go to the feeling before something outside of me triggers me so that I can process it. And the way that I process it is just allowing the emotion to come through. So, what's even more powerful is that our emotions, they're designed to process between 30 to 90 seconds. And a lot of times we are attaching stories to the emotion. So the emotion is staying in our body and we're cycling the emotion or shoving it back down or repressing it. And then we're still attached to this story that is playing in our head. And we have these loops. That's why like these emotions can come back over and over and over again. But if we surrender and allow the emotions just to flow through us, detach from the story, then we can actually heal our bodies and heal our system. And that's what starts to rise our emotional intelligence. And so that takes practice to be able to surrender, detach, let go of judging your emotions, knowing that every emotion is beautiful, not deeming one better than the other. And our emotions is our system, it's our soul, it's God, source, universe speaking through us. So the more that we can really learn to accept our emotions with grace and with compassion is our ability to be able to build our emotional intelligence so that we can understand and be sovereign beings, right, of our own temple, of our own systems, and not give up our power, aka triggers, to other people, right? Our triggers are our stuff. So we get to work on that, build the intelligence of that. And it depends on where you're at. Some people might have a lot more to work with, some people might not. So it just kind of depends on where you're at. But the best solution is consciously and intentionally feeling your emotions so that you can guide that through your body. And then you become more conscious, more aware, and have things in place to be able to support you when you do get triggered.